Aloha, everybody. Okay. Oh, I got off the page. Okay. Yesterday I was 175.4. Today I'm 174 even. And honestly, it was the same situation as yesterday. Got up, went pee, weighed myself, and I was 177.2. Did my walk, went to the gym, came home, and I was 174. So, like I've always said, I tend to hold a lot of water. I don't know why, but thank God that I'm able to, get out there, do my 5 miles. I'm doing it in the Florida heat and humidity and sweat like a pig. So I'm able to sweat it off. But that's a lot of water weight. 177.2. Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's like 3 pounds of water. Oh, wait. And I had a nice trip to the bathroom too. Very nice, y'all. So between those two things, yeah, I'm down to 174. And this morning I was 177.2. Yeah. So when I came back from the gym, I did have a nice trip to the bathroom. So between the walking, the gym, and the bathroom, I'm down 3 pounds from just this morning. And down a pound from yesterday, so I'll take it. What else? Nothing really. Walk was good and muggy. Gym was great. We got a new personal trainer in the gym, and he's so cute. And I say cute and not good looking or whatever because I think he's really, really young. So I already feel like a creep at my age saying he's cute. He's probably in his 20s. He looks really young. Mid to late 20s maybe. He's really cute. So after I did my workout, I went over and introduced myself. And we had a good conversation. He was like, oh, I was going to come over there and tell you that I love your tattoo. He said, but I didn't want to interrupt you while you were working out. I said, oh, I appreciate that. And I do. I don't like to be interrupted during my walk or while I'm working out at the gym. Unless you're a personal trainer and you're trying to, you see me doing something stupid and you want to correct me, that's fine. But just to chit chat or something like that, yeah. Wait till I'm done. Yeah, so had a nice conversation about tattoos and stuff. Turns out he used to live where I used to live. Let me try that again. Not where I used to live, but the same neighborhood. The neighborhood I lived in before I moved to this apartment. He used to live in that same neighborhood. So that was interesting. And, yeah, good kid. Good kid. What else, y'all? Yeah, that's it. Yesterday when I ate, I had this, I had my normal yogurts and oatmeal with peanut butter and banana. But last night I had I had that leftover ground beef stuff I told y'all about, the picadillo. I had a little bit left over, so I just put it in a tortilla, wrapped it up. So good. So that's what I had along with my other stuff. So like I say, I'm eating a ton of yogurt. I had every morning after my workout. not today, but most of the week, because today's Friday, yeah, pretty much the whole week I had the oatmeal with the peanut butter and the banana when I got back from my workout. But I didn't today. Yeah, and then, tons of yogurt, and then just like something normal later in the day. Yeah, so it makes me feel confident that when the day comes that I hit my goal and I then need to maintain, it makes me feel confident that I'll be able to do that. Because I did really good at maintaining, not putting on a bunch of weight, even though I was eating every day. I didn't let my weight get, spiral out of control. And I was happy to just maintain. So, as far as that UTI goes, I'm just trying to be honest. I hate to say it because I feel like a lot of times you say things and it brings them into existence. But I have to be honest, and I honestly don't feel like it's totally gone. I just don't. I just don't feel it. I won't go into why I feel that. Just, a girl knows, right? And I just don't feel 100%. So, I'm going to do like I did last time, and just Monday, I'm just going to start back normal stuff and see what happens. Yeah, just going to go back to normal, see if it comes back full force again. And if it does, I guess I'll have to go back on an antibiotic because I can't keep doing this, and I don't want to keep playing around and it gets worse and goes to my kidneys and what have you and cause bigger problems and stuff. But like I said, if I go back to my doctor and get an antibiotic, I don't just want her to hand me a prescription. She needs to run additional tests or whatever she thinks she needs to do. She's a fucking doctor. And not just hand me a prescription. We need to get this figured out. What is going on? Why am I not able to kick it? What can we do so that I can fucking kick it? I don't know. Again, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. If there's a way for her to figure out why I'm not fucking kicking it and figure that out, and then that way we know how to treat it because we know what's wrong, why I'm not kicking it. It'll be easier to treat correctly, I would think, if you take some time to figure out what the fuck is going on and why I can't kick it. What's going on that I can't kick it. Then once you figure that out, then you can be like, oh, okay, that's why you can't kick it. This is what we're going to do. Easier to come up with a game plan that might work. Every time I talk about it, I get annoyed. So I'm going to move on. But that's my game plan for that. I really don't have too much today, but I was going to make a comment about it's two comments kind of tied together, kind of not, but I was thinking the other day in this apartment complex I live in, and I've said this before, it's a seniors complex, so they do things for them, like every Monday and Fridays the residents get together and play bingo. Then the complex does their own bingo on Thursday. Fridays are coffee social, and Wednesdays are ice cream social. And the ice cream social, coffee social, and the Thursday bingo are all thrown by the complex. The complex, the office, the management pays for all that. And And the other day I went down to the ice cream social. And I like to go down there and bug people. And my next door neighbor, he's like my buddy. He's the one that I talk about that we play cards and stuff. And he's like one of the first people I met when I moved here. And older, he's in his like 70, 76, 77, something like that. And good guy. But overweight. When I moved here, he was really overweight. And I used to try to get him to, I didn't want him to do what I do. I mean, let's face it, if you're familiar with snake diet is extreme. Snake diet ain't no joke. So I would never tell, especially an older person, I would never direct them to do snake diet. I just don't want to be responsible for that. He knows what I do, but I kind of was just telling him to go low carb, don't eat all that junk, because he loves junk. He's diabetic, overweight. Get out and walk a little bit every day. So when I moved here and met him, he was really overweight, walking with a cane. I'd take him to Walmart to do his groceries, and he'd get in the little cart, right? So then because we were buddies, I started feeling comfortable saying shit to him, and I would just tell him, I'm like, why do you use that cane? Is there a reason? And he flat out told the truth and said, no, not really. I'm like, do you feel wobbly? Do you, does your legs hurt? I mean, what? And he would just shake his head, no. No reason. I'm like, oh my Lord. And then I started bugging him about riding the cart around Walmart. I'm like, Bob, when we're at the complex, you walk around. Why do you need a cart when we come to Walmart? You got a shopping cart. You can hold on to that. If you're holding on to a shopping cart, that should help. I don't think you need to sit in a riding cart. Poor guy. But I'm glad I did it, because guess what? When I bugged him about that damn cane, he quit using it. And to this day, he doesn't use it. He's fine. I bugged him enough about the riding cart at Walmart, and guess what? He quit using it. And now he just walks and pushes his grocery cart. And he does fine. Know what else? This part, I don't know how he's doing it. I'm not sure how he's doing it. But he's lost weight. He's lost a lot of weight. Like a lot of guys, a lot of his weight is in the belly, right? So yeah, how a lot of guys look like they're 9 months pregnant, right? Had big old belly. But, he had a decent amount of weight in his arms and his butt, and, but most of the weight was in the belly. And now, he's really dropping weight. I mean, like, all his shirts, like he likes to wear button-down shirts, all his shirts, back in the day when I moved here, he'd be sitting there with these button-down shirts, and the buttons look like they're about to go bing, bing, bing. Now, all his shirts fit, they're not pulling at the buttons and all that. They all fit great. I think he's down like 30 pounds, maybe a little bit more. It looks really great. You can see it in his face too, and really great. And of course his doctors are getting happy because some of his numbers, not completely, but a lot of his blood work numbers are looking better. I can go with better. Better's good. And hopefully it just gets better and better and better. But yeah, so I'm real proud of him for that. But he made me laugh on Wednesday because he's not going to skip his ice cream. I mean, like I say, the guy loves food. He loves sweets. Terrible, because he's diabetic. But this is what he tells me. Because he tells me his blood sugar has been doing so much better since he lost weight and what have you. I'm like, oh, that's great. So the other day at ice cream, and again, I go down there to aggravate everybody. So he gets his ice cream. He always gets his 1 or 2 scoops of ice cream. I think he just gets 1 scoop. But then they put out all these toppings, right? Sprinkles, chocolate sauce, strawberry sauce, just all these ice cream toppings. So he gets his little scoop of ice cream and then he starts putting toppings, So he sits down with his little ice cream with all that shit on it. I'm like, Bob, the ice cream wasn't enough for you? You had to put all that crap on top of it? You guys are probably like, leave the fucking man alone. I don't know. I guess you have to be here to understand our relationship. And again, if I didn't give a shit, because a lot of these old people have fucked up health and they go and they do the same shit, and I don't say nothing because they're not their neighbors. They're not my friend. He's my friend. So, of course, I'm going to say something. And when I asked him, I'm like, did you need to put all that crap on top of your ice cream? The ice cream wasn't enough? He's like, yeah, I like it. He said, plus, my sugar was really low this morning. So this ain't going to hurt me. It's going to help me. I'm like, your sugar was low, so that's your justification for having ice cream with all that junk on top of it? You're trying to bring your sugar back up? Really? And he's laughing because he knows how stupid it sounds. And I'm like, there's better, healthier ways to get your sugar up if it was that low. Ice cream with junk on top of it ain't the way to do it. He was laughing at me. And that's what he does. He laughs at me when I get on him and stuff. And I guess he says stupid shit and just prays that I'm stupid enough to go along with it, right? So I tell him that all the time. I'm like, it's not so much what you're saying to me. I take offense to the fact that you think I'm stupid enough that I'm going to believe that bullshit. And then he'll start laughing again. But, yeah, so, I mean, kind of not on that same subject, but kind of different. I start thinking of all these things like body positivity, body image positivity, all that stuff, and love yourself at however you are, fat, skinny, tall, short, whatever. Just love yourself. Of course I believe in that. I mean, I never did. When I was super fat, I didn't love myself at all. So I do believe in that, that if you're morbidly obese and you can love yourself at that weight, I think that's great. As you should. But the problem comes into where people, they kind of twist that. If you weigh 500 pounds, yes, you should still love yourself. Doesn't make you any less of a person if you're morbidly obese or super skinny or whatever. Doesn't make you less of a person. Of course you should still love yourself. And if you're able to do that, great. But where people twist it is to say, yes, I'm morbidly obese. Yes, I weigh 500 pounds, but I love myself that way. Therefore, I'm going to stay that way. See, and to me, that's twisted. No, that's if you love yourself, you should love yourself enough to take care of yourself. And I wish I had $1 for every time a fat person told me, oh yeah, I'm really super overweight, but I'm happy and I'm healthy too. So stupid. And guess what? I used to say the same shit. Now, when I was younger and fat, it was true. I was, in the sense of, I was fat and I didn't have any medical issues. I wasn't diabetic. I didn't have high blood pressure. You know, blood work wise, I was healthy. Doesn't change the fact that if you're morbidly obese, and if you're young enough, your blood work, when you go to the doctor, your blood pressure, all that might be okay. Mine used to be too when I was younger and fat. But, oh, sorry y'all. But it doesn't change the fact that you're still not healthy. It's not, well, kudos if your blood work looks good, but it's not just about that. You can't be 200, 300, 400 pounds, 500 pounds, and think you're healthy. That's what's wrong with my fucking knees right now. My blood work always looked great, but you can't carry around that kind of weight and think you're not fucking up your knees, fucking up your joints, fucking up your heart. Your heart has to work overtime to carry that kind of weight. Your lungs, when you're that big, it's like, listen, I've been there. I know what I'm talking about. And a lot of my fatness life, yes, I was in denial. Yes, I said all the typical stupid fat person bullshit too. I did. But it's just denial. And the hard work that goes into losing so much weight seems daunting. It just seems like overwhelming and daunting, and therefore it's just easier to make excuses so you don't have to do the hard work. So I can say to anybody and everybody that'll listen, oh yeah, I'm big fat, but I'm happy, I'm healthy. Everything's fine, it's great. Because then I can pretend that everything's great and not have to put in the hard work. I did that for so many years, y'all. Here I am, 60. I started the journey when I was 58. It might have been 57. No, 58. So yeah, so I lived in denial many, many years. So I although I believe in body positive, that whole body image positivity stuff, I do believe in it. And if you weigh 300, 400, or 500 pounds, yes, love yourself. Love yourself at that weight, and love yourself enough to get down to a good weight, and love yourself the whole way. From 5 to 4 to 3. Love yourself the whole way. But if you truly love yourself, you'll love yourself enough to get healthy. And I don't care what the blood work says. Being morbidly obese is not healthy for your body. It's not. And again, that's why I have the fucked up knees that I do now. Because I went so many years overweight, putting all that pressure and stress on my knees, on my joints, And as I got older and I was obese, then that's when the cockroaches started coming out of the woodwork. Then as I was obese and getting older, that's when the high blood pressure started becoming a problem. I was never diabetic, and I was never really even told I was like borderline. My thyroid was jacked up. Um, so as the older I got and being morbidly obese, then the shit started happening, right? And then you're morbidly obese, you start having all these medical problems, and then you start feeling a certain way, and anxiety sets in, and depression sets in, and yeah. Love yourself, people. Love yourself. I don't care what you look like. But to say I love myself, I'm morbidly obese, and therefore I'm going to just stay morbidly obese because I'm happy. I'm happy that way, and I'm healthy. If you're morbidly obese, I don't give a fuck what your blood work looks like. You are not healthy. And again, I don't mind saying this kind of stuff, even though it sounds like I'm being rough. But I've been there, done that. So now that I'm coming out the other side, of course, back in the day, I wouldn't be saying this shit. But now that I'm coming out the other side, I can look at it objectively and be like, yeah, I was full of shit. Nobody's going to be that big and be happy. And you can say it every day, all day, for the next 100 years, and I'll never believe it, because there's just no way. Because when you're morbidly obese, you're treated differently, you feel terrible, you can't walk around, anywhere that's going to be any kind of distance or whatever, so you can't do anything or go anywhere, enjoy your kids or your family and your grandkids. That's not happy. That's not happiness. I mean, and if you're not living life, you're not living life. So many things, like when I was morbidly obese, that I wanted to do and experience and all that, and I really wanted to, but in my mind I convinced myself it was fine, it's not important, who cares, because it was just easier to stay fat, because it's a lot of work, y'all. It's a lot of work. So that's all I got to say, y'all. Just I do believe in loving yourself at wherever you are in life, but don't try to fool yourself into thinking, because it's hard work to lose a shit ton of weight, that you're going to say, oh, well, I just love myself this way. I'm happy this way. And that's not loving yourself, I've been there, done that. And I mean, that's why I have a little bit of problem. Not a lot, but I do have a little bit of a problem. I'll listen to anybody. If I think they're smart, knowledgeable, educated, I will listen to them when it comes to diet, nutrition, fitness. I will listen. But I prefer to listen to somebody that was a fucking fat ass like me, and then made it out the other side and is now some kind of fitness guru. I will listen to that person because they've been there. They've been there. It's kind of hard to listen to somebody that's never been obese, morbidly obese, or even really fat. They've been fit all their life. I will listen, but somebody who's been where I've been and came out the other side, I can relate to them better. They can relate to me better. So I like to listen to those people. I look at those YouTube channels all the time of those people that were obese and then now they're like gym rats and stuff, and they came out the other side. Like there's one guy, he's called Obese to Beast. Young guy. And you know, he was big. He was really big, and now he's like a gym rat, and he looks really good. And so I like to listen to him because I can relate, you know. Okay, but anyway, that's my 2 cents. Just saying. So I'm going to get off here because once again, I'm at 30 minutes. Woo. I am a babbling pro, y'all. So I'm going to get off of here. Try to remember to take a picture of my refeed, y'all. Tonight's a burger. I mean, like, see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, even if I don't remember to take a picture of my burger, who cares? Everybody knows what a fucking burger looks like. Yeah. But I got the hamburger meat out, so I'm getting ready to go in there and season it up and make my patty and put it in the fridge for later to cook it up. All right, you guys, I'm out. I will see you guys tomorrow. Saturday, yep. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Keep fasting, stay strong, hang tough. See ya tomorrow. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Mahalo.